Goff on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver in Britt can set the tone here in this one.
And we've seen better maturity out of him as his career has gone on, but no lack of speed. He can still get deep and hurt a defense.
Second and 10, Goff again. And a catch made by Kenny Britt. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia, the offensive rookie of the year in his first season.
Yeah, over 1,100 yards, and now, they drafted the rookie Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
In scouting parlance, if you really like a player, they ask if you're going to pound the table for him. Well, when Todd Gurley came out of Georgia, I stood on a table and did backflips. Even with the knee injury he suffered his last year there, I thought he was one of the best runners I'd seen come into the game since Adrian Peterson.
Here's Goff. He's got quick. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Goff now on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Goff now looks to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Wilson on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Wilson now to throw on third down. This complete to Lockett. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, Wilson, and a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. On second down, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So completion on second down, that brings up 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage lift defensively. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. The pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. They'll come out in the pistol. Wilson to give to Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. So they get 14 yards there and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Wilson on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. breaking in. I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Rams going up against the Seahawks. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Good! Hurry up, here we go!
Here's Goff now on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The 2015 Pro Bowler, Michael Bennett, in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Backing up. And Graham's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Carry for Thomas Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Wilson on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Good jumbo! Good jumbo! Good got it! Alert! Tempo!
The play clock's running down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Here we go with Rawls. And some space here. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. The connection made. It's Graham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On 2nd down, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So Wilson will head to the sideline, and on comes Steven Hauschka for the field goal. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin, 104 yards. And the Rams are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The All-Pro from 2015, Aaron Donald, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. In the slot on the right is Graham.
All right, move 15. Shot 50, shot 50.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Now Austin. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. To throw on second down is Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Brian Quick. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
2nd down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the catch made by Kenny Britt. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Mason, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Wilson on second down. And he fires one incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Third and long. It's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Pierre Desir in on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Let's go!
They'll run again with Mason. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Over Leopard.
Goff on third down. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Good, good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. Third down here.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
In the slot on the right is Graham. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Complete. Richardson has it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here we go now. The true 90. Blue 90.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. To throw on second down is gone. A dump off for Mason. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Completes it to Quick. It's a pickup of 21, and it'll be first down Rams.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Goff now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside. They run it with Mason. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Mason, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Complete here to Lawler. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third down now following the completed pass. Third and 2. Now Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Thomas. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. On second down, here's Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. This is fielded at the goal line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. On second down, here's Wilson. Escobar with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A second down carry for Procise. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hey, big drive right here.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man, Baldwin. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got time. He'll rifle. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Shift together here from the D-line.
Check 50, check 50.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, Rawls. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hand.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. C.J. Prosise was the intended target, and now it's 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this from 46.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go!
The first throw now for the backup, Keenum. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here we go now.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And that is incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target, and it's fourth down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They go again with Rawls. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. To throw is Wilson. To the right side, complete to Escobar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Pitch goes to Rawls. Shreds the tackle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come up in an offset eye. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. On the ground, rolls. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. On third and goal, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Easy. 14.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Keenum, finding time. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Toss play to Mason. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets them a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, Mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. To throw, it's Keenum. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Trey Mason, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. It's caught outright by Graham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out costs him a yard as he's out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. On 2nd down, here's Keenan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
Now Keenum. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Now it's Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Hey, big man, 19, 14, run it.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Charles, this is not an easy play.